Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's interview session. This is Coin News Extra TV interview session, a program where we invite innovators, stakeholders, influencers in the blockchain, crypto, and fintech ecosystem to come air their view. So, we're going to be having a conversation around our citizenship. We're going to be looking at some of the importance of having a second citizenship. So, I have my guests already seated here. So we're going to have this conversation. But before I introduce my guest, so do well to like and share this live broadcast. We are live across four channels: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So anywhere you're joining us from, please share this live broadcast. Joining us from Hmm? Welcome back to the conversation. Lisa, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. We're
Yeah,
very
also
pleased to be
join.
here.
It's our pleasure to have you. Also joining her is Muataz Zahat. He is the general manager, Rock Citizenship. You are welcome, Muataz.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, I hope I pronounced your name very well.
Yeah, it's Mu'taz Zayat.
Okay, okay. You're welcome. It's our pleasure having you. So we're going to talk
Pleasure is mine.
about yeah, you're welcome. So let's look at what we have for today. Let's talk about rock citizenship first before we now talk about the topic for the day. Since we are with you guys here, tell us a little about rock citizenship and your role in the company, Lisa.
Okay, so Rock Citizenship is a bespoke citizenship by investment company, and we essentially get citizenship for people who are interested in approved programs. We look at the Caribbean, we look at Europe for residency programs. And yeah, that's pretty much what we do. My role in the company, I'm the managing partner of the company, and I do mainly business development, and I am here to support the staff in anything that they need.
Oh, interesting. Moaz, let's hear from you. What's your role?
So, well, I am currently a general manager at Rock Citizenship, and my role basically revolves around planning, leading, organizing, and as well as monitoring the organizational structure as a playmaker.
Interesting. Let me start with you, Lisa. What is citizenship by investment? You know, a lot of people have been hearing about this. People don't really understand that one can have a citizenship, as the name implies, citizenship by investment. What is it all about?
Yes, actually, yeah, that's a very good question. So, citizenship by investment really involves a, a person who is interested in having a second citizenship or a second passport. It's the same thing. So, what that person has to do is to make a quantifiable investment. It's usually set by the government of the country that they're getting the citizenship from, So they make an investment either into a real estate project, or they will give a government donation to that country. So once that is done, and the person, well, first the person has to be approved. The approval process, they go through a due diligence process, and it's quite rigorous actually. Once the person is approved, the person then essentially, and their family members that they are applying for, will get the citizenship of the country, meaning they will then have passports for that particular country. That's it in a nutshell. Yeah.
Let me, talking about citizenship by investment. Why should one go for? How important is it? Why should people apply for citizenship by investment? What are some of the benefits attached to it, Moaz?
Okay, so there are many answers to that question, but in short, dual citizenship can offer a lot of benefits, which can change the course of your life for the better. For example, better global mobility. When it comes to ease of travel, some passports are much better than others. And that is one of the main reasons why people chooses to have a dual citizenship. Except for change, nothing in life is constant. The industry of citizenship and residency by investment is significant indicator of this. Our industry has responded to a universal human need since its modest beginnings more than 40 years ago, and wide scale adoption during that 10 years. And right now, this need is more critical than ever.
Okay, a lot of people argue, when you're talking about citizenship by investment, is mostly by investment in particular country, having a business investment, and also donating to some organizations, like Lisa rightly said. Moaz, let me still hear from you. This argument and perception people have that is mostly this program, citizenship by investment, is mostly for the rich and wealthy elites. What would you say about that?
Okay, that's a very important question because, as we'll all know, the world around just keeps on moving forward. So, a second citizenship or residency offer a key to a better future for you and your family, whether you are a businessman or a frequent international traveler, a business owner, or want better security for your family. You will get more benefits from obtaining a second citizenship. The future of this industry is traveling frequently for business pleasure. You no longer have to worry about visa applications, right? Travel freely to move to over than 160 countries around the world. With a second citizenship, you obtain access to world best education and health system, as well as a higher quality of life. That's why you need to have, or most of people should have, a dual citizenship or a second passport.
Let me hear from you, Lisa. How can an individual ensure that their second citizenship is obtained legally and without any negative consequences?
Right. Very, very good question. Thank you. So, the first thing that the person has to do is to do, when you say legally, you mean legally from the country or from companies like Rock Citizenship?
Both ways, just to get
Right.
it legally from the country
Yes.
and from your
All
organization.
right, great. So if you want to find out, if someone approaches you and say, "Hey, I can get you St. Kitts citizenship," you want to ensure that the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, they actually have a citizenship program. And for that, you can go onto the government website, and you can just Google it. St. Kitts and Nevis, or whichever country it is, citizenship by investment. And that's the easiest way to know if what you're being offered is in fact legitimate. All right. With regards to companies like ours, I do suggest that you request the company license, because companies, so for example, my license, my trade license says I can sell citizenship by investment. Okay, so I would recommend people request the company license. I would recommend people check out the company website, check out all the social media that that company has. Sometimes we may feel that social media may not be a legitimate source, but trust me, it's a very legitimate source of information. And first, the biggest thing you can do is speak to other people. Now, in this business, a lot of it comes through referrals, people who have used us before. And at Rock, we're happy if you don't know someone who has used us before, we're happy to allow you to speak to one of our past clients once the person agrees to it. So these are the steps that you can take to ensure that it is legitimate. Yeah, we invite people to come to our office to see our premises. Granted, this may not be the case in Nigeria because you guys are there and we're here. However, we do have an office in Nigeria now, located on VI. So check out the office, check out the company license, speak to people who have used the company, check out the government website. And these are the ways that you can ensure that it is in fact legitimate.
Interesting. Thank you very much for that. We'll continue with the conversation. I'm being signaled that we're going to go for a break. So right now we'll go for a short break. When we return,
Okay.
we'll continue with the conversation. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the show. It's still Coin News Extra TV interview session. So today we're talking about importance of second citizenship. So we have experts in this area having this conversation with us, Lisa and Moaz. So let me continue with you, Lisa. Um,
Sure.
just let's hear about, you talked about, you made mention about your office in Lagos. Tell us about the operations and services that Rock Citizenship is offering.
Okay, great. Thank you. So the office, we've partnered with a lawyer in Lagos. The office is located opposite the Eco Hotel, if anybody knows that area, on VI. And so what we've found is that we have been processing a lot of Nigerian clients. Okay, and what we realized as well is that we needed to we've always wanted to have an office there, but what we realized is that we wanted to make the process smoother for the Nigerian clients, so they have a better experience with us. So we've partnered with a lawyer, and at that office, clients in Nigeria can do things like the attestation of documents, which is absolutely necessary. They can assist in that office with collecting, acquiring police certificates, for example. They will direct clients as to where they can go to do their medicals. All of these things are necessary for a file. If an affidavit needs to be written, Dr. Nerishi is capable of writing the affidavits. So all these services are being offered right out of our office in Nigeria, in Lagos.
Interesting. Moaz, let me hear from you. How do you see the future of these citizens having a second citizenship, and also your plans of expansion at Rock Citizenship?
Well, what I can guarantee you most is that the future of this industry is growing rapidly. As we speak, people from all around the world are seeking to invest in another countries. At the time of having a dual citizenship is something very much wanted by so many people. So we are planning to expand. Actually, 2023 is the year of expansion for Rock Citizenship. And starting this year, we are planning to expand worldwide by opening a new branch, especially to cover all the highly demand and inquiries we have been getting. We are aiming also to open a new branch in both of Qatar and the UK as well. One last thing is that we will be doing much more partnership with our B2Bs worldwide to ensure the work we provide is consistently at the best.
Yeah, interesting. For our audience, if you have questions, any question that you have, do well to drop it at the comment section, or you can also drop it to directly to our email. Also, after this show, we'll also send you some of their contacts if you're interested to reach out. But I still have a question for you, Moaz. Everything that has its own good side also has a downside. Is there no downside or risks associated with having a second citizenship?
No, it's all the citizenship process is legal. So the governments of the countries who's offering the legal citizenship and residency by investment programs legalized all the program, and they put a very tough structure to get it. So only the people who's qualified can apply for the second passport or the second citizenship. Some countries doesn't allow their citizen to get another citizenship or a dual citizenship. They must leave first the original citizenship, like Saudi Arabia. But however, most of the countries allowing getting dual citizenship, and it's 100% legally.
Okay, that's nice to hear. Let me hear from you, Lisa. We are talking about the second importance of having a second
Mhm.
citizenship. Let me hear from you. I
Yeah.
earlier asked a question
Yes.
to Moaz about this program being for the elites alone.
Yes.
So, how
Yes.
much does it cost to get a citizenship or residency, second citizenship?
Okay. So first of all, I would say that it is absolutely not for the. I mean, when you say elite and extremely wealthy people, it's not. Middle class people can afford this too. And the thing that I always tell the clients is that what is the cost of your freedom? What is the cost of your mobility? What is the cost of, some people look at it for as security, okay? And the biggest thing about it is that you spend the money and it doesn't only change your life, it doesn't only change the lives of the children that you currently have, but it changes the lives of many generations after you. Okay, so when you look at the price that you're paying for this, you will suddenly realize that your entire lineage will change and opportunities will change for everybody. All right, so that's the first thing. The price starts at about $100,000. This is where the price starts. And it sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. But what you get from it is priceless.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah, it's
Interesting to hear
priceless.
that. So, because of our time, I'm going to be concluding with you guys.
Okay.
I would like to know your means of payment, and do you accept cryptocurrency, seeing that we are a blockchain and
Yes.
crypto media
Yes,
platform?
we can. Yes, we can. We can.
You can, how you accept cryptocurrencies?
We can, yes. We can accept cryptocurrencies.
Oh, that's interesting. So, I would like to get your closing remarks before we go.
Well, pretty much, I feel that this is in the past, pre COVID, citizenship by investment was seen, like what you're saying, for the elite. Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me, Lisa?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. So what
Okay,
I
say
would
that
just say
again.
in closing, I'll just say that so pre-COVID, citizenship by investment was seen as something as a luxurious, a luxurious product and only for elite people. But post-COVID, people are now looking at this as insurance. insurance for mobility, and insurance for future generations. That's my closing remark.
Do all nations see second citizenship legal?
If
Any
all
any choice? I have some questions from our audience. Any choice? Any chance of low fee for students?
Yes, we do have an office in Canada, and they take care of students for Canada. If that student wants to go to be a student in Canada, that office will take care of it, and the fees are relatively low.
Okay, and the student will also get a second citizenship.
Well, eventually, if one stays in Canada long enough, they can become Canadian citizens. Yes.
Okay, I have another question from an audience. He said, "Can you have right to vote or get in power if you have a second citizenship?" I guess that's what he's asking.
Motaz?
Yeah, sure. Since you have getting or obtaining your second citizenship, now you are a citizen of the country, so you have all the rights to vote or open the business and have the healthcare insurance or educate your kids. You have the full rights as same as the original citizen.
Okay, interesting. I would like to get your closing remark, Moaz, so we can draw the curtain on the conversation.
Thank you. Do all
Okay, thank you.
nations second citizen? Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
No, I have seen a question. Do all nation and see second citizen legal? Yes, it's legal. I replied for that before. It's legal, but sometimes there is some restrictions on some citizens or some nationalities to get a second passport or a second citizenship. But for our industry, it's split to two options. First, you can get a direct citizenship. The second option is getting a EU residency. So the people who cannot take a direct citizenship, they have the ability to get a second residency in one of the EU countries and being a citizen of this country after a certain period of staying in the same country. So yes, all the nations can get a second passport or a second residency.
Okay, interesting. Thank you very much. Amazing time out with you. Thank you, Lisa Thompson, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
being.
you. Thank you.
Very pleased
Thank you,
to be here
Moaz.
with you.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Thank you very much. And also our audience who took our time to join us, we really appreciate it. Thank you very much and see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Welcome to Tech Wells. We can see how investment can be for a startup, even for the investor that is investing in any startup. Join us every Friday, 12 p.m. West African time, as we discuss everything about startup investment in the world of blockchain, crypto, and fintech in Africa. Only on Coin News Extra TV.